Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, shall we get these notes, whatever you're explaining to us? Is it possible to share it in the group?
Sure, sure. Yeah, right. Today we will complete the sessions. After this, right? Just share me your mail ID to Gmail ID. I will
Okay.
share the. I will provide access to.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
It.
So today, if you share it, it would be helpful for us.
Yeah, yeah. Today is the end of the day. I think we have. I have scheduled these sessions this week. I think these sessions will complete by today.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Just share me your Gmail ID. I will provide access.
Okay.
Okay, fine then. I will start then. In previous class, we have covered string arrays, loops, hoops, concept, exception handling. Today, we will see a few other questions on the collections. This is also important. Right. Okay. What is the difference between list, set, map? Anyone can try.
The list set and map is an interface. Under list, we have classes like array list, linked list, and vector and stack is there. Under set, we have linked dash set and I forgot.
Okay. No issues. Whatever you know. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, fine. Right. Important question. Right. These are all comes under collections, list, set, map. Right. Major difference. Right. If we want to store group of elements in a single object, we will go for a collections. Right. All here list, set, map will allow to store group of values in a single object. So the list, set, map have their own features. It has their own features. What is list feature? When we will go for list, right? List allows a duplicates. First thing is first feature. It will allow the duplicates. That means if we add same element, suppose I am adding right some Java, I'm adding to list Java or .NET, Python. If we add again Java, it will take. That means it duplicates. It will allow, but set will not allow duplicates. Set will not allow duplicates, and list will maintain the insertion order. List will maintain the insertion order. What is insertion order? If I store elements in the list, if I store elements in the list like 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. If I print it, if I print it in the same order, it will print. In the same order, it will print. That is called insertion. It will maintain the insertion order. Whatever order we have inserted, same order it will print it. And access. We can access list elements, right? We can access list elements by using index. That means get of 0, get of 1. Or if you want to add the elements, right? If you try to add the elements by using index, we can add the elements. Right? We can get, add, update, remove by using index. But a set will not support the index. And it will also a unsorted order. That means in the set, if we same thing if we add in the set at one, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. But while displaying, what will happen? It is not sure. It can display in any order. We cannot predict it. It can be displayed in a random order. Right. It will not maintain the insertion order. It don't have index concept. It will not support index set. Right. Examples of list are implemented classes. List and set are interfaces. So interfaces, we cannot create the object. So how to create the object of list and set interface object? By using child classes. List has a child classes, array list, linked list, vector, stack. Set has a hash set, tree set, linked hash set. Those are all the implemented classes. And coming to map, map will allow to store a key value pairs. Map will allow to store key value pair. That means suppose I want to store like a employee ID, and then salary of employee. Right, we can show. Suppose employee 1 is getting some salary, employee 2, right, he is getting some salary. Right, like this. If we want to map key and value pairs, right, then we will go for a map. If we want to store as a key value pairs, group of objects as a key value pair, then we will go for map objects. Map also no guarantee order. Order cannot be guaranteed. Whatever order we have inserted, it will not display in the same order. It will be a random order. By using the key, we can get the value. If we want to get the value from the map, we have to pass the key. Suppose employee, I want to find employee 2 salary. We have to get a pass the employee to, it will return the salary of the employee. Right. Employee keys are unique. Here keys are unique in the map. Values can be duplicate. Multiple employees can have same salary, but the employees IDs should be unique. Employee IDs should be unique. Right. These are the some of the differences. Right. Okay. Okay. What are the key interfaces in the key interfaces means we know list, set, queue, map. These are the major interfaces in the collections. Right. Collection is the root interface. Under collection, sometimes they will ask hierarchy of the collection. Collection is the root interface. List, set, queue are child interfaces of the collection. Child interfaces of the collection. Map will not comes under collection. Right. Map will not comes under collection. Collection is the separate root interface. Map is separate root interface. Map is separate root interface. Right. List has classes. Set has implemented classes. Queue also have some implemented classes. Map will have hash map, tree map, hash table. These are the implemented classes. Right. Sometimes hierarchy also we can remember. What is the difference between array list and a linked list? Anyone? Difference between array list and linked list?
Yeah, so can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, means array it is used for the retrieval only, and linked list it is used for retrieval, insertion and deletion purpose, sir. And array list it act as a list, and linked list it act as a queue.
Hmm, hmm.
Yes, I know this, sir.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's correct.
I
Yeah,
means it's correct. Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. Those are points are correct. What up? Okay. Array list and linked list both are child classes of the list interface. These two will have different features. Right. It will internal data structure. Sometimes they will ask what is the internal data structure. Array list is the dynamic array concept. Linked list will have double linked list. Right. Internally, what will happen? Array list will follow the array concept. Array concept means it will store elements like sequential. Right in the concept. Right. Array means like this. Array list internally it will use the concept of dynamic array. So it will store like a sequential or a zero. It will have a indexes. In Java index will start. In Java index will start always from zero. Right, we can have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. But array list will support what list will support a index based. So get of 0 array list directly we can access. Right, any element. Suppose I want a get of 3, third index. What is the value of it? We can get very fastly in the array list. But a linked list concept will use a double linked list internally. Right. It will have a, if we have a C++ data structures concept, if we have idea, we will get like internally it will store like this linked list. It will create a links actually. It will have a, every node will have a 3 pointers actually. Every node will divided into 3 sections. Like this, it will have starting position will have a previous node address. Starting block will have previous node address. Middle block will have a actual value, whatever we are storing. Suppose I am storing 10 means 10. Last node will have previous next node address. Actually, next node address. So if you want to retrieve the element from the linked list, what it will do, we cannot, so we will use like this only, but internally what will happen? It will go one by one node only. It cannot directly jump into third node and it cannot get it. It will go sequentially only. But in array list, not like that. Directly it will go to that element, it will fetch it. But because of this linked list concept, it will go one by one link, it will verify and fetch. Because of that, what will happen? Retrieval will be slow in the linked list, fast in the array list. But insertion, coming to insertion, in array list, it will be very slow. Because what will happen? Suppose in third position, I want to insert one more block. Suppose I want to insert one more block. Now what we have to do? We have to shift third position to fourth position, fourth to fifth position, fifth to sixth position. Because of array, what will happen? Shift operations are more. If you delete the element, we have to shift it back. If you want to insert, we have to shift it forward. Right? If we have a 1 lakh elements, right? Shift positions are will take more time. We have to internally it will do shift. But here in the linked list coming to, suppose if I want to insert in the, this is the 0 position, maybe this is 1 position, this is second position. In between 1 and 2, I want to add one link. Simply what it has to do, it will do, it will create a one link simply, right? It will attach the link, simply it will break this, it will break the link and then simply it will attach. That means insertion is very fast in the linked list. Right, that is the difference between linked list and array list. It is the access time is O of 1. Here as slow O of n time. It will take O of n time because it will shift operations. We will take it here. Memory is more in the linked list because it has to store the previous address and next node addresses. So memory will be more. Right. When we will go for array list, if your frequent operation is read operation, we will go for array list. If your frequent operation insertion deletion, then we will go for linked list. Based on your scenario, we will go with either array list or linked list. Okay, fine. Can anyone tell what is the difference between hash set and tree set? Hash set and tree set?
Sir, maybe hash set is a heterogeneous and a tree set is a homogeneous. And a hash set allows only one null key, and tree set is not allowing, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is heterogeneous? You told something.
Heterogeneous means it will allow string data, different data types, sir. In homogeneous means in allow, if we mention integer, it allow integer only. It will not allow a string. But in heterogeneous, it allow both.
These are all collections only, right?
Oh yes.
Collections means everything will allow same thing only. One will not, one you are saying
Hmm.
hash set is heterogeneous tree set, not like that.
Okay, okay.
Right, it will, we can store either, it will support
But
both
sir,
heterogeneous, homogeneous, both.
and homogeneous. Okay, okay. In
Right,
array
but
concept only, na? It's select. Okay.
array is the different. Array is different. Array is
Ah,
homogeneous.
yes.
Right, collections are heterogeneous. Because but it
Hmm.
will allow heterogeneous set s equal to new hash set. Suppose if we
Uh-huh.
don't use generics concept, if you know the generics concept, Angular brackets we
Hmm.
will give. Right, if you don't give those things, it will allow I can store it s dot add, I can add integer, I can add string, I can add character,
Uh-huh.
right? Anything. But usually we will not
Okay.
follow this syntax. Usually we will not allow this syntax. We will create with
Uh-huh.
a generics. That means I will create a set of strings, set of integer, set of boolean, set of student, set of employee like this. So
Okay,
it is
okay.
a type safe. That means if we allow multiple values,
And
right, we
so
will
it's a
get
different for hash set and that hash map and a tree map also it is different, na sir?
hash map and
Hello. Tree map.
we'll see next question. That is the next question we'll see. Right. Every
Uh-huh.
collection, see, every collection is a heterogeneous, but we will real time, we will not create like that. We will create with only particular data type only. We will use a concept of generics. So we will allow either string or integer or student objects or employee objects. Only one type only we will allow. Okay, got it? Any doubt? Still okay? Fine. Hash set. What is the difference? It is a unordered. If we but a tree set is natural sorting order. It will automatically sort if we, any elements added. It will be automatically sorted. But a set is unordered. And performance wise, hash set is faster. Tree set is slower because internally it will do the sorting. So it will become little slow. Right, it will allow one null value. Tree set will not allow, does not allow null. If we try to add, we will get null pointer. Right, internally it will use the hash map. Tree set will use the tree map internal data structure. Okay, fine. Now coming to difference between hash map and hash table. Anyone? Hash map and hash table.
Okay. Sir, can I hash map it?
Hash
Hello.
table. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hash map is it's a not a synchronized. Okay, and hash table is a synchronized. And performance wise, we can recommend it to hash map. Okay, not we recommend it to hash table. And in hash map, it allows only one time null. Both key and value should be allow it's one time null. But in hash table, it will not allow, sir. And hash map is faster than hash table.
Hmm. Okay, right. Okay. Hash map, it is not synchronized. Hash table is synchronized. Basically, synchronization means what? If you want multiple threads at a time to access, that hash map will allow, but hash table will not allow. So it is not synchronized because of that multiple threads can access simultaneously. So it is faster. But here one by one thread only it will try to allow. So because of that it will be slow. It will allow one null key. Hash map will allow one null key, multiple null values. See, values can be multiple null values can be, but key only one null key. Hash table it will not allow. It will not allow null keys. It will not allow null keys, but it will allow null values. Performance wise, it is faster. It is slower. It is introduced in JDK 1.2. It hash table is introduced in JDK 1.0. Right. That's why we will call it as a legacy collections. Hash table is a legacy collection, vector, stack, hash table. These are all introduced in 1.0. So that's why we will call it as a legacy collection classes. Right. Then what are the different ways we can iterate the hash map? What are the different ways we can iterate the hash map? Anyone? Right, how to print the hash map?
We have to call that index value, sir. After adding the data, it will store in the pair of key value pairs. It will store in some index, so we can call index of that.
Okay, that's not correct. Okay, suppose if we create a hash map object. Okay, suppose I am keeping like this. Right. Now tell me how to iterate. Anyone can try. Okay, simple way. First one, key set. Right, we can use the lambda expression that is we'll see later. Okay, key set. First we will get the set of keys. Right, we will get the keys. Once we get the keys, right, next what we can do? We can iterate one by one key for each loop. Then map dot get. We can pass the key. We can pass the key to map. Then we will get the value. We can get the value. Then we can print key and value. This is the first way. That very important in interviews. We can get this question. Then second way. Second way. We can use iterator. Same concept only. Here we can also use iterator. Suppose map dot key set dot iterator. We can use the iterator. Once we get the iterator, while iterator dot as next, iterator dot next, we can get the key. Same way. Here also we are getting the key and pass to map object, we will get the value. This is by using for each. This is by using iterator. Right. And one more way, we can also third way, we can use the entry set concept. We can use the entry set. Right, how to get the entry set? Map dot entry set. We will get the set of entries. That means what is this type? Map dot entry. Map dot entry string comma integer. Right. This is also interviews mostly they will ask this type. How we will iterate using entry set. Map dot entry set. We will get the entry set. Then we can iterate by using for each loop, and we can get the entries. Each entry will have a get key, get value. To get the get key, get value. Right. Same thing we can do iterator also. We are using for each method. Instead of for each method, we can also get the by using iterator in interviews. They will ask how do you entry set with iterator concept. Entry set with iterator. Maybe okay, map dot entry set dot iterator. What it will return a iterator? Iterator object. Right here, what we can do? While iterator dot as next, we will get the iterator dot next. We will get the one by one entry, get key, get value. Both are same only, but this is by using for each loop. This is by using iterator concept. Right, you must be aware of it. And then one more way, simple way, lambda expression we can use. We can also use lambda expression, simple way, map dot for each. We have to give here key value, anything. We can give any value, key comma value. This is called hyphen or greater than. The arrow greater than this is the lambda expression. Here we have to open the curly brackets and just print it. Right, this is by using lambda expressions. Right, these are the multiple ways we can iterate the hash. Okay, fine.
Sir, in that we can perform replace or remove method. So if you want to replace something like that,
You
you
can
can
do it. In
how to
iterator,
do.
in iterator
Uh,
you can do it. Suppose if you want to remove it, how you will remove it? Iterator will have a remove method.
method. You can.
Right, we can remove
Well,
it, but based on the some condition. Right, you need to add condition, then only you can remove. Iterator will have it has a remove method. It has, I think only it has a remove.
if you then we want to replace, then
This is the remove method. If you want to replace, you can use it. We have to replace in the map itself. Right, map dot
okay, got.
right, map dot.
Yes, yes.
You can update, put or replace. Replace method is there. You can replace it. Right, you have to add the condition. Based on the condition, you can replace it.
Okay. For replacing, we have to mention key and value both, no? Or
Right,
only key.
we have to maintain both. Right, it will not allow.
Uh-huh.
Map means what? You have to provide both key and value. Then only
Both.
it will allow. Right, it will not allow.
Okay.
Only list set you can provide only directly value. But map means what? Key value pair. You have
Key
to
value.
both. But while removing, you can provide just right key.
Then, sir, if you not mention key, then what type of exception we'll get? You only will mention value, replace or remove value. So that type.
No, see, compilation error, first of all, if you don't mention key, right?
Okay.
Right. If you don't pass, these are all compilation issues. That means you are not writing code properly. Compilation itself, it is saying you are missing something.
Okay.
Right, fine. Okay. Sometimes they will ask load factor also. Right. What is the default load factor of hash map is 0.75%. That is load factor means initially it will have a, by default it will store 16 elements. Whenever we will create the hash map object, default size is 16. Once you are trying to insert the 17th element, it will increase by 75% of 16 into 75% of the size. It will increase like internally, it will do increment. How it will increase the size after 16th, 75% of 16, it will increase the size of it, next size. That is the load factor actually. Alright, sometimes they will ask what is the load factor capacity into load factor. Initial capacity will be 16, load factor will be 0.75. That means rehashing occurs at 12 elements. It will increase 16 plus 12. Okay. How does the hash map internally collision? This is little bit advanced concept. We'll discuss later. Okay, difference between iterator and list iterator. Iterator and list iterator.
Iterator. In that iterator, it will move forward direction, and list it will move both to forward and the backward direction. And iterator, using iterator, we can update and delete. But list iterator, we can update, delete, read and remove operation and replace also.
Okay. See,
Uh,
iterator and list iterator we can apply only on the any type of collection mostly. Right. Like
uh,
list set queue. Other than map,
Mhm.
map directly we cannot use. List set here. List iterator will be
And
applicable only for map, only for list. List iterator will be applicable for only list. Iterator we will do only forward direction. List iterator we can do both. We can iterate both the ways, forward direction, backward direction, bidirectional. In iterator we can do only remove. Just now we have seen we can remove only. We cannot do any other operation. List iterator we can do add, remove, replace. We can do add, remove, replace also in the list iterator. It is applicable to all the collection. List will only for the list, only for the list.
so
Yeah.
in that one more toy is a cursor is there, no? That enumeration, I think enumeration. So in what condition we are using that enumeration?
That is for legacy classes. Enumeration is
Ah,
applicable for legacy classes, vector stack.
okay, okay.
Okay, fine. Remove duplicates from list. How you will remove duplicates from a list?
Pass the list reference object to the set object.
Right. A simple way is if we have a list, just convert to set. Just convert to set, it will automatically remove the duplicates. Similarly, one more frequently asked question: count the frequency of each character. Maybe we will take each character in a string. How you will do it? You got my question right. I have a string core Java. Okay, I want to count each character how many time occurs.
Using map, we can do it, and
Okay, suppose okay, we'll take it as a string s
then
equal to core Java or something. Hello world. Okay, now tell me hash map I
map
have
means
created.
integer string map, new hash map. Okay.
Hmm.
Then we can do the for loop.
Okay, you want for equal to okay.
We can use char here instead of int I equal to 0. We can use for
You want to convert to character array.
yeah.
Okay, to char array. Okay, fine. Next. Okay, you want to iterate one by one.
Yes. For char so used to char.
You want to iterate, you
For
want to
loop,
use. Okay, for loop then. Next what we name map dot put.
Like string.
Anyone else?
So inside the for loop itself, we can make like char s equal to.
Okay, we are iterating. This is a string, right? We have to take here. First thing is we have to, if you want character, right? We should have a character here, right? Character here, integer. Character. What is the count of it? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now, right, we can take right. No need to convert to character array. We can take one by one character also. Right, we can have right. A simple way is we can do like this. I equal to 0 less than get the first character. verify it. Is it contains key in the map? If contains in the map, just increase whatever it is there already, increment it. If it is not there, first time means map dot put of ch comma 1. Right, like this we can do. Simple way, one more way is right, like this also we can do simple. Map dot put in single line s dot character file. Here increment get or default. Get or default. What it will do? If it is already there, it will increment to +1. If it is not there, first time is 0. If it is already there, it will get the value, it will increment it. Either this is both are same. This is in single line, this is if and else condition. This is very, very important, frequently asking question. Right? That is. Words also same thing. Words also it will be applicable, same thing. Sometimes they will ask how words also. Right, fine. We'll jump into Selenium. I think yesterday we have seen these things. Okay, this is also a frequently asking question. All right, verify broken links on a web page. How you will verify? Okay, if you want to verify the broken links, that link is working or not. How do you verify? First, we need to get the all the links. How you will get it? Driver dot find elements by dot tag name a. We will get all the links. Then we can iterate one by one link, and the link will contain a attribute. Link will contain a attribute href. Right, let me copy this to understand more easily. Okay, fine. Right, first we will get the okay, first we will get all the links, then we will iterate one by one link. Link will have href tag. In href, we will get the actual URL. This URL is working or not. For that, we have to use the HTTP URL connection. That means we have to API call. We have to make the call to that URL. Right. How to make that URL? First, we will create the new URL of URL open connection. Open connection. It will return the HTTP URL connection. Right. Once we get the connection, set any request method. Mostly we will set a head just by default. We are verifying URL is working or not. So request method we will set as a head. Just connect to it. Right. Just connect to it. If it is returning, right, what it will return, then we can get the connection dot response code. Right. We are getting the response code. If it is greater than, suppose rest, it is greater than or equal to 400. Right, response code is greater than or equal to 400 means what? That is failure. Right, if greater than or equal to 400 means client error or server error, then that is a fail. We can verify easily like this. Right here, but we need to, here you can use if you okay with the rest assured, but rest assured, right? You can also call rest assured call if you are familiar with rest assured. Or just we can use the Java inbuilt HTTP URL connection. We can use it simple one line of code. We can. That is also a frequently asked question. Right? How do you handle file upload? Right? If you want to upload any file in Selenium, how you will do it?
Shall
Okay,
we use
Selenium.
Sinki's method?
Yeah, that is sometimes it will work. Okay, first way is directly send keys, but if it is a input tag, then only it will work. Send keys will work only if it is a input tag. If it is an input tag, directly we can send the path of it, it will work. Sometimes it is not a input tag, some div tag will be there, some other tags will be there. In that case, it will open a Windows based pop-up. You know, when you click upload button, Windows based pop-up. So Windows based pop-up, Selenium will not handle. In that case, we have to use a robot class, right, or auto IT. We have to use auto IT or robot class to handle that. But most of the time send keys will work, but if not working means a little bit challenging. We have to use robot class or auto IT. Okay, that means debugging, everyone knows it, I think, how to debug the scripts. Okay, fine. What is the difference between get window handle, window handles?
Get window handle will get the single parent window, first window which appears, and driver dot get window handles will get the multiple windows that are controlled by the browser driver.
Okay, right. Get window handle, not for parent window, any window, wherever you are. If you call the driver dot get window handle, it will return the current tab or window, wherever you are pointing that window ID. It will return, not related to parent. This is any window ID. It will return a window ID of the current pointed driver. It will return all the opened browsers, not the browsers, that is windows or tabs, all the opened windows IDs, get window handles. Set of window ID. Sometimes return type they will ask, get window handle, it will return the string, get window handles, it will return the set of string. Okay, fine. I think stale element we have seen. Sometimes we can also get how can we highlight the element during the execution. Right. If you want to highlight any element, that means you have to add some attribute to the tag, existing tag, color, background, something background, we have to add it. Right. Then only it will. But how we can modify the right tags attributes by using JavaScript executor. We can use the JavaScript executor. Then what we can do, we can set a style border. We can set the arguments of 0, style dot border. Border we can set 3px solid red color. That means by using JavaScript executor, we can set the attribute to the element so that it will highlight while executing that. But it is right if we are just only very rare cases we will use. If we use continuously means it will take increase the time. If test case takes normally 1 minute means if we add this one every element you are highlighting, it will take at least 3 minutes. So we must be very careful to highlight very wherever important elements are there, we can highlight, otherwise we can ignore. Okay, fine. I think these are all will go with the TestNG. I think these things we have seen previous class. Okay. I think depends on we have seen. Okay, what is the use of data provider?
If you want to verify the set of the data using single test case, we can use data provider.
Anyone? Okay, data provider is used to right to achieve the data driven testing basically. That means functionality is same, but test data will be different. to achieve the data-driven testing. That means you want to add Naukri profiles, 100 Naukri profiles. I want to add. Functionality is same, creation of the Naukri profile, but the test data will be different. By using data provider, we can achieve the data-driven testing. Same test case we can execute multiple times. Sometimes they will ask syntax to write down. Correct. We how to create the data at the rate data provider. We can give some name, and then data provider should return the object array, two-dimensional object array, and we can create the two-dimensional object data. We can get the data from either Excel or JSON file or database anywhere. We can get it and we can create the two-dimensional object array. We have to store the data in the two-dimensional object. And how to use it in the test class, we can provide data provider equal to what is the name we have given login data. Same name we have to give. So that here we have two rows. Basically, two-dimensional means what? Rows and columns. Here two rows are there, two columns are there. That means two times it will execute by taking username password. All right. What is the difference between soft asset and hard asset?
Soft asset means like whenever we are executing the test cases, if it is failed means it won't if it is fails also it will continue the execution. But in a hard asset, if the test case failed means it will stop the execution there itself. It won't further execute on the next test cases.
Right. But how to add soft assets? I want to add a soft asset.
Create a soft asset object and use it.
Right. And when to use soft asset and when to use hard asset?
If that respective exception is not harmful, and even if that exception occur, if we want to continue the execution, we go for soft assertion.
Okay, fine. Suppose if you take example, right? I want to add one user. Okay. What are the steps I have to do? I have to open the URL and then log into the application. Then I have to add. Right. Login itself not working. Login itself not working. Then no need to continue further. Right. Whenever we have a scenarios like if the assertion any functionality is failed, I don't want to continue further. Then we will use a hard assertion. Hard assertion is how we will assert dot assert equals. We can use the TestNG assert class assert dot assert equals or assert boolean. We can use those are all hard assets. Right? You don't want to continue whenever functionality is failing. Suppose login is not working, we no need to. If URL itself not launching, we no need to continue. Right. Some other cases, if not working means we no need to continue further. Then hard assertion. Soft assertions. Like I want to suppose I have inserted, suppose if we take a Naukri profile, I have inserted data, created Naukri profile in that it is inserted in DB. Now I want to compare both whatever data I have given, same data is inserted in DB or not. I have to verify first name, last name, or address, full name, all the things, right? In those cases, what I will validate all and whichever is failed, I will show, right? I want to validate all. So in that case, I will go for soft asset. If you go for hard asset, what will happen? If first name itself not matched, it will fail. It will not compare remaining. So in those cases, if you want to compare all the fields and I want to show whichever is failed, then we will go for soft assertions. Right. Soft asset, we will have a soft asset class, as you said. Soft asset class we have same thing. Soft asset also have same methods as a asset class only. But we need to call at finally assert all. Then only it will assert the all the whatever assertions we have written soft assertion. It will validate. This is the most important step. Soft assert dot assert dot. Then only it will whether all the assertions it will validate. Okay, fine. How do you run only selected test methods in the XML? Let's suppose I have a 100 test cases, maybe I want to execute only few test cases. I want 10 test cases only. Right? Then how you will execute it?
Using include method.
Using a group annotation, we can specify some group name, and also we can mark that respective test case if we want to skip enable attribute inside the @test annotation.
Okay, fine. Anyone? I think. Okay, fine. Right, we can achieve either as you said, we can achieve best way is we can have in the TestNG XML file include and exclude text. This is the best way, or we can use the groups, but groups are right. That is fine. Every time, right? I want to execute different test cases. Maybe if it is a fixed means that is fine. Groups we can go either smoke testing, sanity testing, regression. That is the best to go with the groups. But if it is a test cases every time I want to change, it's not good because we need to go into the code. We have to update the groups. So if your groups are fixed, then that is fine. Suppose if I want to execute frequently different types of test cases, then XML file is the best way. We can update your methods and this.
So in
Really,
real time, don't we use enable attribute under TestNG annotation to skip the
no,
test case?
will not use that because
Okay.
right. See, whenever we suppose you want to change enable when we will use. Suppose today you have automated. After 1 month, that functionality itself, they have development team disabled. That means functionality is not no more. Instead of deleting the test case, we will do enable equal to false. In
Okay.
that case only we will go. Not to skip that, and that means I want to execute only 10 test cases means how you will go. By default, all are true, right? Suppose 100 test cases are there. I want to execute 10 only. Now, as you said, 90 test cases I have to modify enabled false. That is not good way, right?
Yes. Here in this use case, we can use this class method as you said.
Right. Whenever see best way we have to choose. That means we should not touch most of the times, right? We should not touch the code. If you touch the code, what will happen? Maybe you have something updated. You may forget. You may forget and commit the code. It will affect to all the users. Right? That means coding side we should not. If there is a change in the code side, we should not go mostly that approach. Right, without touching the code, that means here TestNG file only we will touch it. It will not affect code wise. If you suppose if you become a false, you made it as a false, you forget it. Right, what will happen? That will be we are not execute. We forget in regression suite also it will be disabled. If you keep it include also it will not execute because of that. Suppose suddenly functional issues came, they will ask why you did not executed this test case. You can say I already included. Right, those issues will come. So that's why code changes we will not do. Okay, this is also a if we have a more than 5 years of experience, definitely we will get this question also. How do you retry failed tests?
Using retry analyzer, we need to create some class, and inside that we need to perform taking two temporary variables like initial count, max count, and we need to perform a condition like if initial count is less than max count, we need to perform again.
Right. One way is once we execute the scripts in Selenium scripts in the test output folder, we will get a TestNG failed. TestNG failed XML. Here all will have a TestNG failed.xml. What are the failed scripts? All it will come directly. You can right click and run. This is one way. And another way is, as you said, we can use the retry analyzer. Right, we can implement the iRetry analyzer. We have a count initially 0. We have to override implement the retry method. Right, we can increase how many times we want to. Suppose test case is failed. How many times you want to retry? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Right, we can decide based on the count, max count, whatever we have given. Inside we have to return. Return true means it will retry again. Right, return false means okay, it is getting passed. Second time it is getting passed. So we are returning the false. So it will not run. If it is passed means it will not run again. So in the test case, we have to give retry analyzer equal to what is the class we have created, so that it will be executed. Right,
For
that means
every test method, do we need to provide a retry analyzer?
we don't need to give, but we have to give one more approach. We have to implement I annotation listener. One more annotation is there, listener is there. That we have to implement basically. It will automatically set for every test case. This retry listener automatically it will update.
Okay.
I annotation transformer. There is a one more that if you implement that, it will automatically set. But that is also a sometimes based on the how the project requirement. You want only for frequent. That means there is some flaky test cases will be there. You are executing 100. Frequently 10 test cases are failing due to some network issues or due to application loading issues. Only for those 10 only I want to enable.
Yes.
Right, then we will go for this approach. But if you want to apply for all, right, then we will go for annotation approach so that it will apply for all. Right, based
But
on the
in this
scenario.
case, how this actually works, let's assume we have used this I transformer listener, and
Hmm.
for every test case we are for all the test cases will be applicable. Let's assume 100 test cases in the first run. It got 50 test cases were passed and 50 were failed. So it will take that 50 test cases after the
No,
complete
every
run of
time,
100.
not complete. Every suppose first test case is executed, it
Yes.
failed. First test case itself, it will retry it. Not for after running all, not every
Okay.
test case.
Instead
If it
of
is failed,
running
it will retry.
whole suit, it will retry for a single individual case.
Individual cases.
Okay.
Whenever it is failed, it will run it again. Immediately, it will run. Okay, fine. If you have idea, you can tell the. Sometimes they will ask what are the listeners you have used different listeners. Right, we can say I test listener. This is for mostly for listeners concept. This is the one is we can say I retry listener. One is the I test listener. This is for logging purpose. Right. If you want to log on test failure, on test success, on test skip, right, we can log the logs into the log file or into the report also. If you are generating extent report or Alluri report, we can also in the report also we can. Right, logging and reporting purpose, we can use the listeners concepts. Whatever listeners you are confident, you can tell this. Okay, fine. How do you ignore test dynamically? Just for interview purpose only. This is in real time we will not use. How do you ignore test dynamically at runtime? Means if you throw the skip exception, it will automatically what it will do, it will skip the test case. If we add throw skip exception, it will skip the test case. Hmm. Okay, fine. I think factory annotation, this is little more advanced. You know these things, so they're all fine. Okay, I think we will get a Git and Maven questions also. Just will go high level. Okay, what is Maven and why to use it? That anyone?
Yeah, in Maven is basically a build management tool. We go for Maven because let's take a simple Java project. Here, in that case, we need to download the dependencies and we need to manually configure into the class path. But whereas in the Maven, if we define the dependency version, it will directly fetch from the central repository the matched version and downloads the jars. And using Maven, we can build the test cases, we can perform clean operation, packaging as well. And
Right.
where
Mm,
this
mm,
packaging concept will be more useful in the CI/CD integration.
correct. Correct. Like Maven is, as you said, it is a build tool, build and project management tool to maintain our project structure and dependencies required for our project. It's easy with the Maven. Right. We can use the Maven project so that from the Maven, right, dependencies, we no need to worry about it manually. Just add the dependency, it will take care of it by downloading those jar files, and it will add to our project automatically. And then we can add dependency management if you want to run the test cases. Right, it is where we can run easily with Maven. If you want to integrate Maven, when it will come into picture, if you want to run from CI/CD tool, most of the times, right? In local means in the TestNG, even right click and run as a TestNG file. But in CI/CD, we cannot do that. Right, CI/CD, if you want to run it through Maven only, we will run it. If we integrate with the Maven, then it's very easily we can run from the CI/CD. Right, that is the usually what it will contain. Maven form file will contain dependencies, sometimes profiles if required, profiles, plugins. One of the important plugin if you want to integrate with the CI/CD and our project, Maven Surefire plugin. Right, that Maven Surefire plugin is a very important. There we will mention which suite file to run. Right, in the Maven Surefire plugin, we will mention the which suite file to run it. Either it is this one we can send dynamically from the Jenkins parameters or environment parameters. Which suite file we want to run it. Right, this is important. If we don't have this one, right, we cannot. We are unable to run it our test cases using Maven. That is one thing we can get. Sometimes Maven lifecycle they will ask. Right, we will have a three life cycles. One is the default life cycle, clean life cycle, site life cycle. Mostly we will go with the default life cycle in testing. While testing, what we will do, MVN clean test. That's it. Up to here only we will give MVN clean test. Right, just it will do validate, compile, test. Suppose if we give install, MVN clean install, what it will do, it will validate the project structure, correct or not. It will compile our Java files. It will execute the test cases. It will package. It is not required for testing. It will package our code into jar file. It will verify that generated jar files are correctly generated or not. Install means what it will do, that jar file it will keep it in the our local repository. Deploy means it will upload to central repository. Right. If we have a framework code, then it is useful. Right. First, right. Sometimes framework code is in separate Maven project. Test project is separate Maven project. We will include framework jar file in the test project. In that case, what framework we need to deploy to central Nexus repository? There will be some repositories will be there. We can deploy right our framework code there, and framework code we will use in the test project. So right, we can tell this is the default life cycle of the Maven. Mm, that's it. I think. Yeah. Anyone have any other questions? Yeah. I think we
Can
will
you tell
start.
the
Yeah.
difference? Can you tell the difference between collection and collections? What is the main thing? So in interview, if they ask like how we can
Right,
explain it with one.
right. Collection is right. What interface? Right. Collection is a interface.
Interface.
Collection is a interface. It will comes right. It has a set list map queue. These are all the different child interface of the collection. If we want to store a multiple objects as a group of objects, we will go for a collection interface. Right. If you want to store a group of objects as a single unit, I want to store suppose 100 employee objects, 100 student objects, or I want to store IDs, 100 IDs or 100 names, then we will go for a collection. Collection is an interface. It will allow to store the group of data, but collections is a utility class. Collections is a utility class, that is, suppose if you take a collections, right, this is a class. It will have a utility methods to handle the collections. If you want to do the binary search, if you want to do the right sorting, right, if you want to do the sorting, we can do the sorting. That means if you want to do the max element of the collection, if you want to provide the max minimum element, right, if you want to reverse the collection, right, these are the utility methods. That means if you want to search sorting max element, right, min element, you want to reverse the order, you want to copy, right, those utility methods it will provide. Collection is a class, it will provide the utility methods to handle the collections.
Sir, if you don't mind, can you explain the web tables in Selenium? Like, can you show one example and can you explain that one? How to write the code for that one?
Oh, you want XPath or locators how to write?
Yes.
Okay. Explain it. Then okay. Okay, maybe suppose this is one of the table. Okay, by using some capital, maybe suppose I want by using capital, I want to select the checkbox. Right. Okay. Anyone have idea? By using capital, I want to select the checkbox. Or by using anything, or language, or country. Right. I want to select this checkbox. Or I want to get the country currency. By using the country, I want to get the currency. Or what is the language of it. So if you want to do that, suppose we will take a scenario like by using the country, I want to select the checkbox. Okay, first scenario. Then how to do it? First, we need to identify the country. Okay, maybe anything. We'll take Australia. Okay. Okay, Australia. Then first we need to identify. Right. If you see, this is under a TR tag. This entire row is under TR tag. Under TR, we have a different columns. Checkbox we have, country we have, next all. But first we need to identify this Australia. Right. To identify this, if strong is working, that's fine. Directly we can use // or other. First we will do // star equal star text equal to okay Australia. Okay. Or if strong is working, directly we can keep it tag name. If not working, star. So it's working fine. Then next, what is we need to identify this checkbox. Right. I want to identify this TD first TD. I came to now Australia. Now I want to identify this checkbox. That is first TD. Now I want to move from here to first one. How we can move? We can achieve in multiple ways. Simple way.
Using
We can go
subnames.
right. We can go /dot parent again /dot and I can come to /td. We will get a child index 1. right? We can get like this one way. Our second way is we can first we have to move to parent, and then we can use what is that preceding sibling. That is preceding sibling : TD. We can go like this. Now suppose if we want to move to by using country, I want to identify these things, right? Either capital, currency, primary language, then we will go below. That means following sibling. Right, following sibling. That means 3 are coming. Here there are no attributes to identify uniquely, so we will go with index only. Either TD of 1, TD of 2, which one you want, currency you want, which one you want, we can. That means this country we will send dynamically. We can create a reusable method and we will send which country we will send, Australia or what is the country name, so that what is the expected thing. If you want to click on it, we will write a click code, or if you want a currency, we will return the currency or primary language, whichever you want. Right. You got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, fine. Anything else? Okay, if you don't have, we are good with this. Just share your Gmail IDs if you want a document access. Please share your Gmail IDs. I will provide the access.
So here it's
Where
like
do
in
we
the
need to
chat.
provide, sir?
Just from Telegram channel you connected or WhatsApp channel.
WhatsApp, sir.
So,
Just ping me directly in WhatsApp. Directly to me, ping me.
yeah, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay, I will provide. And just comment on the video. I have uploaded a first session. Right, just a comment on that session. Okay, next I will start again one more session. I will let you know. We can, so far we have discussed only basic things. Right, if you are familiar